For those of you that know me and follow me on my social media channels, you guys know that not only am I a realtor and have been for almost 21 years here in Central Indiana, I've also been a real estate investor for 23 years here. That's how I got my start into real estate, being a real estate investor. And that's been a huge blessing for me and for my clients over the years. And I really believe that real estate and running a business are the two best wealth building tools that people can avail themselves of. That's my opinion on that. But I see a lot of people that like to compare real estate to the stock market. And that's, I think, can be a problem. And what I want to do is talk to you about what's going on in our market right now here in Central Indiana. The stock market is impacted by national things. The real estate market, all real estate is local, right? And local trends can vary very widely across the country. Right now, we're here in late spring, early summer of 2025. If you read the national headlines, they say that the market is softening a little bit. And there are certainly places where that is very true. If you're in Florida, if you're in Texas right now, parts of the South, parts of the West as well too, especially more metropolitan type areas, those markets are definitely softening. We are not seeing that really at all here in Central Indiana. And what I want to do is I want to speak to that a little bit and help you, if you are someone, you know, about making a move here in the next couple of months, understand what the market dynamics are here specifically in Central Indiana. And one of the ways I'm going to talk about that is with the speed of the market, but also with months of inventory. If a house is in a buyer's market or in a seller's market is really very simple, and that's with months of inventory. And how that works is this, is if you have, I'll give a hypothetical example. If there are 100 homes in Fishers for sale in a given month, 50 of those sell, that is 2 months worth of inventory, because 100 divided by 50 is 2 months. If there's 100 homes for sale in Fishers in a given month and 20 of those sell, that is 5 months worth of inventory, because 100 divided by 20 is 5. To know that is important, because how the statistical definition of a seller's market is less than 6 months worth of inventory. Specifically less than 4 months is considered a very strong seller's market. And a buyer's market is considered more than 6 months worth of inventory. So in Central Indiana right now, we are averaging about 1.4, 1.5 months of inventory. That means that if no homes came onto the market at all, that in about 6 weeks, we would be out of homes here in Central Indiana. Now, obviously that's not going to happen, but that is how we measure that. So you can see we're still statistically in a very strong seller's market, and we have really been for the last 5 years. This is the biggest month of inventory we've had in a long time. So it does feel slower than it did, say, 2 or 3 years ago, but we are still in a strong seller's market overall. Now, there is a lot more homes for sale than there was a year ago. It's certainly more than 4 years ago, but actually fewer homes for sale than there was 6 years ago. So when you get it from a broader picture, we still have a shortage of inventory, just not as severe as it was 2 or 3 years ago. So when we talk about that, what we still see right now in this market is if you are priced well, and if you follow some other videos, I talk to sellers how to properly go through pricing your home and kind of the filters that you need to have to really position yourself for success and who you should be looking to target to buy your home. Speak to that in other videos. But if you're positioned to sell, both from a condition standpoint and a price standpoint, you're going to do very well. Now, because of more choices, if you're pie in the sky notion and not paying attention, you could sit on the market. And that's something that I think is important to know. But because we have more inventory, buyers, you have more choice, and homes are sitting on the market a little bit longer. Unless they're in primo condition and solidly priced, then we can see multiple offers. If it's helpful for you guys as well too, right now in the last 60 or 90 days or so, we've seen the average sales to list price ratio be about 99.1%. And that's as low as that's been in a long time as well too. But that'll give you a proper perspective as well too, that most homes, by the way, they're selling in about 35 days on average. So if they don't sell quick, they're probably going to sit a little while, is the reality of the situation. And they're selling for about 99% list price. If it's a $500,000 house, that's $495,000. So wanted to give you the market dynamics here. And we're seeing this with interest rates hovering right around 7%. So if we see rates go down, we will see prices accelerate, and we'll see the speed of the market accelerate as well too, in my opinion. So right now, overall, I think we're in a market that is getting healthier. The speed's not quite so dramatic, but if there's things out there that are appealing, they'll be gone. So wanted to give you the update of what's really going on here locally in Central Indiana. When you hear market trends, working with a realtor that understands locally what's going on, not just nationally, is very vital. If you know somebody that would appreciate this type of information, please share that with them. And as always, we're never too busy for your referrals. Thanks so much.
Hey, it's Andy Liechty, and listen, if you don't follow this channel, there's a good chance you'll never see me again. I consistently put out helpful content for those that are currently in the real estate market. This information can be extremely helpful for your buying and selling needs, so be sure you like and subscribe here. And most importantly, leave a comment to let us know if this video was helpful for you. We are here to help the Central Indiana community, and we always love your thoughts and questions. Follow now, and we'll see you on our next helpful video.